The echo from the mountains of Ethiopia.
Ethiopian highlands at dawn are a sight to behold.
There are lands untouched by time. There are books history tried to bury, yet the human soul never fully stopped hearing their call. Ethiopia, land of cliffside monasteries, where monks live among the clouds, fasting, praying, and copying sacred manuscripts, is a place that holds secrets the rest of the world has forgotten. One of those secrets is the 40 days after the resurrection, a period the Western Bible mentions only in passing, but which ancient Ethiopian manuscripts describe with striking detail, overwhelming authority, and a level of revelation so powerful that religious empires once trembled to hear it. We know about the cross, the empty tomb, Jesus' appearances, his final words on the Mount of Olives. But there exists a gap of 40 days that has been nearly erased from humanity's memory. A period when Jesus was no longer bound by flesh, when he spoke as one who had walked through death, seen the invisible realm, and returned with the authority of heaven. Why is this missing in the Western Bible? Why did Ethiopia preserve it? What did Jesus actually say? And why is the world only now hearing it again? This is the journey into the heart of a sacred mystery, a treasure hidden for centuries. Day 1, when the door between worlds opened. According to the Ethiopian manuscripts, immediately after the resurrection, while Mary Magdalene and the disciples trembled behind locked doors, Jesus entered without opening it. But what he said was far different from the short phrases in the Western Gospels. His first recorded words in the Ethiopian text, "I come to you not as the teacher you once knew, but as the one who has overcome death. Not simply peace be with you, but a declaration of transformed nature." When he appeared, the disciples were not merely joyful, they were terrified, overwhelmed, shaken like people who had just witnessed lightning split the sky. The manuscript describes the room filling with light, the air thick as if angelic breath moved through it, bodies trembling, falling, weeping. Peter unable to raise his head, Thomas speechless. It did not feel like the rabbi has returned. It felt like the risen one has come. And from that moment, the teachings of the 40 days began. The truth about death, you are not the body. In these manuscripts, Jesus explained something the Western Bible never states explicitly. Death is not an end, but a veil over the eyes of those who forget their true nature. He taught the soul does not fear death. Only the ego trembles. Humans do not die. They only remove a garment. True life is in the spirit, not the flesh. And he said, "When I descended into the deepest darkness, I found no enemy there, only souls lost in fear." This is radically different from Western theology. It aligns more with ancient Judaic mysticism and Eastern spiritual insight. Hell is not a location, hell is fear. This transforms the entire meaning of the resurrection. Day 7, the war within the mind. The Ethiopian text says that on the 7th day after the resurrection, Jesus taught about the human mind, something the canonical Gospels do not mention. He said, "The enemy does not approach from outside. It speaks through thoughts that are left unguarded." He taught that every thought carries energy. Negative thoughts open doors to darkness. Loving thoughts open the heart to God. Prayer is not words, but a state of consciousness. He described the mind as a river, a furnace, a gate between two realms. The astonishing thing, everything he described matches modern neuroplasticity spoken 2,000 years earlier. Day 12. Prophecy of the future church. This section frightened ancient clergy. Jesus said, "A time will come when men build temples of gold, but within themselves will lie deserts. They will use my name to rule, not to love. Many will follow the eloquent, but few will listen to the Spirit." He foretold that religion would become a system of power. His name would be commercialized. Worship would become ritual without spirit. The true purpose of the gospel would be buried. This reads like a prophecy of the medieval church, the Crusades, denominational fractures, modern religious materialism. He saw it all long before it happened. Day 17, the Litany of Silence. In an 11-page section, Jesus teaches about silence, a topic almost absent in the Western Bible. He said, "In silence, the soul remembers where it came from." He who cannot be silent cannot hear God.
Perhaps they are just
He taught the disciples to sit in stillness, regulate their breath, observe their thoughts, listen for the small, soft voice. This resembles meditation, but with profound theological depth. He said, "The Spirit is not far. You do not feel Him because of your own noise." It is one of the most beautiful and sacred passages ever recorded. Day 20, the secret of the inner light. Jesus said, "The light of God does not descend from the sky, it rises from within you." This contradicts the common image of a distant God in the clouds. He explained God equals the inner light. Every person carries a spark. Sin does not extinguish the light. Fear and ambition only hide it. He said, "None are worthless. None are beyond return. The light cannot be put out." This is not a religion of fear. It is a spirituality of inner liberation. Day 28. The 3 layers of healing. Jesus taught healing in 3 layers. 1. The body nourishment, rest, gentle touch. 2. The mind clearing poison thoughts. The soul forgiveness release sitting in God's presence, he said. No illness is greater than love. When the soul is whole, the body follows. This teaching aligns uncannily with modern psychology. Day 30. Why humans fear darkness, he said, darkness has no power. It only has a voice. He explained darkness deceives. It cannot touch the soul unless welcomed. Fear is its greatest weapon. Victory comes when one realizes darkness is powerless. This is not fear-based theology. It is freedom from fear. Day 37. His final and most direct words. Before the Ascension, he said words described as heavy as thunder, yet gentle as a mother calling her child. "I did not come to establish a religion. I came to free the soul. Do not worship me in carved images. Worship me in acts of love." When you forget this truth, return to the silence. This is the portion history tried hardest to bury, because it dismantles all religion built on control. Why Ethiopia preserved it when the world did not. Ethiopia's Tewahedo Church was untouched by the Roman Empire, never attended the Council of Nicaea 325 AD, and thus was not forced to burn books, did not revise scripture for politics, did not adopt imperial theology. Their monks lived in solitude, fasting, copying manuscripts 12-14 hours a day. They preserved the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jubilees, the Expanded Acts, and the Book of the Covenant. Texts thought lost, but Ethiopia kept them safe. The return of the hidden pages, and why now? The most remarkable thing, scholars believe these writings resurfaced exactly when the world needs them most, an anxious era. Spiritual disconnection, ritual replacing faith, humanity drowning in noise, a hunger for meaning, as if the hidden 40 days were not lost, only waiting for the appointed time. Truth never dies. It waits to be awakened.
She heard the mountain wind echoing, not just as a breeze.
When the researcher descended the mountains of Ethiopia, he carried more than a manuscript. He carried a calling reminding humanity Jesus is not a statue frozen in time. Love is not a doctrine. Faith is not a building of stone, but an inner life. And the 40 days hidden by history, by power, by fear, have returned to whisper one eternal truth: God is not far. He is in every breath. Do you believe these hidden 40 days are a buried truth or simply apocryphal writings?
After all this time on the road,
Why do you think history would hide them? Share your thoughts below. Your answer may awaken a new perspective for someone else.